Now, verse 14, chapter 7, Matthew chapter 7, 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that finds it. In other words, corruption, vanity, greed, all of these things. And when we focus our eyes upon the things in the cares of this world, and we see things that might enhance us in our wealth, it is so many things that can become temptation to us. This is the gate that leads us to destruction. We take and build a house, and then we take and build a bigger house, a bigger barn, and we continue to go on, and wide is the way that leads us to destruction. We continue and we continue to build a machine for war, and we continue to lie and create lies of falsehood to be spies on our neighbors, to see what he got in his house by bugging his telephone, by leading him into destruction to gain that, by buying drugs, bringing drugs, and contaminating his mind where he can't think. These are the things of the wicked man, that they broaden their view every time they look until they forget the narrow path that leads them to God. The sight become enhanced of the things of the world, which make them great, and they walk in the path of the ungodliness as a drunk man, trying to find his way home after being drunk. But this is the same way this man is. Broad is the way. You see so many things, but narrow is the way, the path that leads you to God. And that is one thing. Serve God the Father. Behold the blood of Jesus Christ. Come to the blood of the cross and submit yourself under the umbrella of the blood of Jesus. That's narrow. Do the things right now. These things is spoken all through our Bible, prophecy by the word of the prophets. He told you, if a man know how to give a good to his own peoples, then likewise you're supposed to be able to do the same thing for the stranger. But we can't do that if we have broadened our views to take what that man has. We have in our house a basket full of goods, but yet we want to go over there and take that from that man to submit him to you, to make him serve you. You can't take and go and take a man's crude oil and he's sitting over there on it, and then you take and make him buy the product you created with his crude oil, and then he got to buy his oil from you because you done created an investment and put over in his land. He done opened up to outside investors. You're not only buying your own crude oil, but you got to buy the food that he's making with your crude oil. Just the same way it is I see with the drug deals and everything. They took and created everybody and put a stone in front of them for bread. But yet they know how to treat their people good. Increase a burden that they upon these people that they wouldn't lift their finger to move if the God gave them power. It said, if being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask. Okay. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and of the prophets. Enter you into the straight gates, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to this destruction, and many there be which go in thither. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. In other words, we're going to skip that because this is the way of the two evils, the good and the bad. Beware, 15, this is the one I want to carry you to. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing, but inward they are raven wolves. 7:16, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs from testicles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruits, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Even every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. In other words, a man could sit and tell you about this man, this nation is the evil nation. But you look at the fruits that have plagued his nation ever since he's been in the world. If a man had became an invader, and the nation had became invaded, killed people, and smear their blood and shed blood all the time, it doesn't matter what kind of gospel he preached from and what text he preached it out of, his fruit will defy him. It will show who he is when the fruits of his labors come down to harvest time. If he was a killer from the foundation and he's continuing to kill, you don't listen to what he said because he's not preaching the gospel that he lived by. This is what he's telling you. This man, this is Bible prophecy here that wrote down in St. Matthew chapter 7. So when a man comes to you and says, well, I'm bugging your phone for the good of you to protect you, on what grounds do you bug my phone? Where do I need protection? I was down on Pine Bluff a week or two ago, and I was trying to speak to these guys, black guys, who was cleaning up their property, and I was telling them about the coming of Christ is at hand, and I told them that I work with them guys, be aware. I said, I've been, I'm a prophet, and I let them know this year because not all ways people's going to say these things. But as one of these guys said to me, he said, yeah, so what? He said, you can't get no lower than the Bible. Whatever God imposed upon this earth, we as black people been going through it a long time. The same hell that he's delivering into the world, we as black people been living in hell a long time ago. So what he was trying to tell me in somewhat, what use of bugging my phone to see if somebody talking to me, because I don't deal with people like that. I know kind of way what he's imposing upon me, because we've been in hell all the time. We've been terrorized ever since we've been got off the slave ship, even up until now. So why should it bother us? Why should we lose sleep when he said, I'm protecting you? You're not protecting me, because they have did us in a kind of way. They have created prisons and holes and pitfalls for us ever since we've been here. My God. This is what he was telling me. So why complain about the fruits of the tree that's going to come to us? And we've been eating up this same old crap all the time that they have been placing before us out of malice. So what he was telling me is, and it makes sense, but it did make sense. He's looking at the way that man have did us, but not what God is going to bring upon us.